Making coins on Thursday and Friday in FC25 is so easy. We just go all in on Wednesday and wait for the cards to go up. Now, in yesterday's episode, we talked about why we bought all of these cards as investments. And today, we're also going to talk about when to sell them and how to do Friday flips. Friday flips is where the new team, Trailblazers Team 2, is going to come out. We're going to trade with those new cards. I'm also going to give you guys a fodder update. And we're going to talk about the new leaked Musiala SBC, which might very well be coming out today. So if you need coins for that, then check out Loot Bar. Not only are they already cheaper than the other platforms, but when you use my code NITRO, you're going to get another 8% off of that and 5% more coins than what you bought. You can even buy specific players on their site now too. It has great reviews, big creators use it, and you get your coins within a few minutes. So if you need quick coins, Loot Bar is the place to go. If you're excited for today's episode, don't forget to drop a like. We'll shoot for 300 likes on today's video. If we hit that, that'd be pretty awesome. Now, after yesterday's episode, I still had 700K to spend. I even teased that I would buy this RTTK cane. I did end up buying it, 615,000 coins. And of course, we picked up a bunch of Karchawi Inform, a bunch of RTTK Brandt, couple Pedris, a lot of Diaby and Gvardiol Inform cards. And if we take a look at how these prices have moved over the course of the last about 24 hours, well, we've got that Harry Kane up about 100K now. We also have Gvardiol up about 8 to 9,000 coins. We got that card for 38 to 40,000 coins. So great profits on these cards. And I actually put together this spreadsheet right here because it illustrates that when to sell is actually very important. Now, this was their prices earlier, about 12 hours ago at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, which is like, it's like 1 a.m. for UK time, roughly. This is what their prices were. You saw RTTK Kane at 687, Karchawi at 108, Inform Kane at 63, RTTK Brandt was up 8K, Pedri was up about 9,000 to 10,000 coins, Diaby up about 11K, and Gvardiol was up about 8,000 coins as well as this gold Nico Williams. We packed this on stream yesterday and he was 28K, but I said, you know what? We want a gold card investment. Let's see how that card moves because I think it'll go up overnight. Well, it has. And as you can see by the bottom of the screen, these cards have gone up even more over the course of the last 12 hours. Now we're on Friday morning at about 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time instead of 6 p.m. on Thursday night. So this is about noon for UK right now. And these cards have gone up even more. And as you can see, my profit would have been fantastic had I sold last night, 515K. Now if I sell, it's at 624,000 coins. That's a big difference in the profit margins. And over the course of the next probably 2 to 3 hours, I think these cards go up a little more. I'll probably sell about 4 hours before content release, and that's the plan for me. So I'm going to make a ton of coins on those investments from Thursday morning and Wednesday night. So huge profit on rival rewards. Let me know it down in the comments if you made coins over the last 24 hours. How many coins did you make and what card did make you the most coins? For me, it looks like the most coins I'm going to make might be off of that Inform Diaby card as he's up quite a bit on my 21 cards. I also bought more Diaby than anything else, but we're not making bad coins on Brandt or Inform Gvardiol either. So really nice profits on our rival rewards, but we're going to sell these cards today. We're definitely going to sell meta cards that are in packs like gold Nico. RTTK Brandt could go a little higher. Kane, I'm probably going to sell. He's up literally 100K. I don't know why I would hold too much longer, but you could hold some of the Inform cards probably until Tuesday and they'd go up a little bit more, but we want to be liquid for Friday flips. Now, Friday flips is basically where we take the new Trailblazers team or whatever the new promo team is, and we try to find the 2 to 3 different windows that we have to actually buy and sell those cards within the first day. Now, if we take a look to last week on these Trailblazers cards, we flipped a lot of these cards for profit. We'll take Aitana Bonmati as an example, as we made about 300 to 400K on this card alone on the first day. And that's not even to mention some of the other cards. Now, as you can see, this card had one very good window to buy at 2.1 million, which we did, and to sell at I didn't sell it for 4.3 million. I sold it for about 2.45. So I sold it for about that price right there. I'm not sure I sold right then. I think I did sell a little bit earlier, but for 2.4 million to 2.5 million is what we sold for. We bought for about 2.1 million. I'm sure you probably could have sold for closer to 3 mil at some point during the night, but I don't know if anybody was actually selling that card for 4.3. I think it was just that rare of a card that's all futbin was picking up, but I don't think anybody was actually buying at 4.3 mil, so that can be a little misleading. Either way, you can see there was a lot of profit to be made with this card. 2.1 to 2.6 million coins pretty quickly on that profit. And so that's one example of the Trailblazer cards that went up during that time. But you could even take a look at Banda. We actually made a lot of coins on Banda in the first hour. This card came out and she immediately went down to about 60,000 coins. Then she shot up to 90K. Now, it says 75K because over the course of the first hour, that was the average price. For 30 minutes, she might have been 60K. For 30 minutes, she might have been 90K. The average price was 75K. But we bought at 60K, and we bought I don't know how many it was, 12 to 14 of those cards, and then we sold it for 90K. We made 25K profit on all those cards, a couple 100,000 coins. But here's the deal. If you miss that window on the first hour and you buy too late and those cards start coming down, you could lose so many coins. So it is risky to get in on these cards. Now, normally there's at least 2 windows to buy. One is very early, like in the first hour. The second is sometimes, and it's not always, but it's about 3 to 6 hours after the release. And then there's always another window, like 8, 9, 10 hours after the release of these cards, and then you sell it later that night or early in Saturday morning. So there's like 3 windows, sometimes 2 windows to get some profit on these cards. But every single week you see these cards go up into the night. And so if you want more of the safer coins, wait until that last window, because as you can see for Llorente, it happened with him as well. 497 all the way up to 560 right there. Then 510 all the way up to 550. So in reality, it's not the safest way to make coins, but it is pretty quick and easy, especially once you get used to it. We've been doing this for actually years now. Friday flips. A lot of the times we'll live stream it over on Twitch, so you can check that out down below. I'll be live at some point later today, most likely. But it's very quick and it's very easy to make coins. Last week we made about 600K after we sold these investments. So we could take our 600K profit from our division rival reward investments and then liquidate, get all our coins ready, and then make another 500K. Now, obviously, that can vary depending on how well we do with our Friday flips. But again, it's not the safest, but it is very quick and very easy to make those coins on Friday. So a lot of volatility, a lot of movement for these cards. Now, we do have an Evo coming today. It's a Jude Bellingham inspired evolution, and I don't know the requirements that we're going to get for it, but a lot of people have been waiting on this Evo for a while, and I expect that if it is affordable or if it is free, then it's going to be a very good Evo that might boost a lot of center mids or center attacking mids. Pace boost, shooting boost, skill move boost, weak foot boost, defending boost, relentless PlayStation Plus, and the Playmaker Plus. So this Jude Bellingham Evo could actually make some movement on the market. Now, it could also make it so a lot of the meta center mids go down even further. We've seen those crash over the course of the last week because of the Sissoko SBC. They could go even lower, but anything that fits the Evo could shoot right up. Don't have too much information on it, but expect that at content release today or maybe even a little earlier. And then we've also got our Musiala Trailblazers SBC. Now, I expect it to come today. We don't really have any other player leaked SBCs for Trailblazers, and with the release of the new team, I would expect it to drop today. Now, does that mean it has to drop on Friday? No, it could come Saturday or Sunday, but I would expect Monday for this Musiala, which means that all of the Bayern links could go up if it's good value. But I do warn you that a lot of the cards this year, especially over the last 2 weeks, have come out and they haven't been good value, or people haven't had the fodder to actually do these SBCs, and they just get over invested in for the links. So cards like Harry Kane, who we invested in, who's up 100K, I'm probably going to sell and then then if this does end up being good value, there might be another window to actually buy some of the cards, even after the SBC has come out. So I'm probably not going to force it and hold any of my cards like Inform Kane or Harry Kane as the RTTK. Now, of course, we have Coach. His card might be decent. I don't know. What does his tracker actually say? Because Koch is 18,000 coins now. He was 17K earlier today. He was 16K on Thursday. So he is on his way up. He actually could get an upgrade on the 7th, this Thursday against Slavia Prague. They play at home. This card could be getting an upgrade soon. He will be likely to get a +2 because they are favorites, 52% to win at home against Prague. That card is most likely going to get at least one upgrade, probably two. So that is a card to keep an eye out for because that could rise into the hype just like that RTTK Brandt that we invested in. Of course, RTTK Brandt, we bought a couple episodes ago. He's 59,000 coins right now, and he's been on his way up from 48K all the way to 59,000 coins, but his tracker is the exact same, where on Tuesday, it's a home match against one of the teams that's 0-3 in this competition, and they're 82% likely to win that match, despite how terrible Dortmund have been. They are 82% likely to win that match. 3 wins and 3 or 4 goals could both be hit, putting him at an 89 rated card. Those RTTKs could gain a lot of traction over the weekend. So if there's any card that I end up holding, it'll probably be the Brandt investment. Now, the only risky part about Brandt, he plays the same position as Musiala. So if people are using this RTTK Brandt right now, then they might replace him with Musiala rather than using him as a link to Musiala. So that's the risky part about that. So even though Musiala can play center mid and so can RTTK Brandt, or attacking mid like RTTK Brandt, he can play center mid. I don't know why he's not popping up when you click the there he is right there. Even though they can play the same position and link to each other, just because they do play the same position means some people might use the Musiala instead of the Brandt. So you got to be careful with that. Obviously, elyyt is a good link. I think he's a good investment if you can get him, but he's been extinct at 32K for the last couple of days. Ever since Tuesday, he's been extinct. So it's been nearly a week now, and they haven't even updated his price range yet. Yet they have updated other price ranges. If we take a look at 86 rated cards right now, and we look at ERPs, this card was capped at 11K. Now she's capped at 16,000 coins. So they did update some price ranges. They did not update all of them. I don't know why they didn't update all of them, but that's just EA Sports for you, ladies and gentlemen. But speaking of fodder, it's a good transition right there. We do have the 84s recovering in price. They got down to about 2.5, 2.6K. Now you can sell them for 3.1 easily. You could probably sell them for 3.3 or 3.4 if you continue to list these cards. But if you do take a look at the 84 rated graph, it's not going to be until later this weekend when they spike up again. Obviously, they hit 4,000 coins on Wednesday. They were up a lot even on Tuesday last week, and then they saw a huge drop with the supply of rival rewards. Now, we are going to get a little bit supply today on Friday. A lot of people save their rewards. They save their marquee matchup packs until Friday, and then they rip them for the new promo. So we're probably going to see some supply today, which brings these cards back down a little bit, but I don't think that they're going to crash too hard. As you can see last week on Friday, as you can see, they didn't really drop a ton on Friday. I think they're pretty stable in that regard. So you could hold until Wednesday, but it's a little bit more risky, I'd say, with the 84s because they are up a little bit from what they were last week on Friday. They were only 2K last week. Now they're 3K. It's a difference, and with that supply, it could come back down a little bit. So maybe we use something a little bit more safe. We look at 88s instead. We can take a look at Lewandowski, who's 19,000 coins right now. He also dropped at rival rewards. He went from 19K all the way down to like 16.8. I guess that would be 17K right there. You could probably get on bid for 16K during those rewards, but he's recovered right back up to 19.5. But as you can see, with the supply on Friday, right when content released last week, they did drop. So you could hold, in theory, until Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and probably make some more coins, or you could sell right now and then buy back later on, Friday, Saturday, assuming that Musiala isn't worth it. So that's not a guarantee. This Musiala SBC could bring up a lot of this fodder card if it's a good value SBC, but I don't expect it to really have more of an impact on the market in terms of fodder than the supply would. So I think that a lot of these cards do come down today. So you could sell, take your profits on the rival reward rebound, and then just buy back on Friday or Saturday, and then wait until these casino SBCs come back. We obviously saw one during the weekend last week with the Icon SBC that ended up being, you could do it twice over the course of a week. So if they continue to make these repeatable, it's going to actually have more of an impact on these cards. Now, if you take a look over at the new Robbie Keane SBC, you can see that you need a lot of 83 and 84 and 85 rated squads. I mean, 84, 84, 84, 85, 85. They haven't been requiring the 86s and 87 rated teams too much. Instead of doing, an 86 and 87 rated team and then that's it, they elect to go for 8 different SBCs, trying to push up these 83 rated cards, but it hasn't been working. 83s are still at 900 coins. They have not budged, but look at it. They maybe have budged. They are up to 950, 1,000 coins, fellas. Maybe start bidding 850 on these 83 rateds today. It looks like they are moving just slightly, and you guys might not think that's significant. You might think, 900 to 950? But it means so much more. Those cards are waking up. They could go to like 1.3, 1.4, 1.5K, and that is significant, especially if you buy 1,000 of those cards. It's like buying a card for 900,000 coins and it going to 1.5 mil. So think about it that way. It's a lot of coins to be made in 83s. So keep that in mind. They might be waking up. And once those cards go up a little bit and the 84s stay up, then they'll start attacking the 86 rated teams, 87, 88s. Those are the cards that'll start moving. And so make sure that fodder is on your radar over the course of the next couple of days. That's going to be it for today's video, though. The secret word of the day is whoever we get in this pack, and it is a walkout. Center back, Spain. Could it be Mapi Leon? Could it be? I think it is. 88, 87, double walkout, pop, and Mapi Leon. So Mapi Leon is the secret word of the day. That's a pretty good 50K pack in terms of fodder. We also packed Marmoush, who would have been a Trailblazer card had I waited a couple of hours. But let's be honest, I probably wouldn't have gotten him if I waited a couple hours. Oh well, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to Nitro Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.